Okay, so just looked at a picture of the Statue of Liberty. I have a code. The Statue of Liberty, the feet and the chains on the feet are, I know it's crazy, but now that we can see, I guess the wool is being removed from our eyes to actually see. So then, yeah, because we know that the wool is not that. It's not, this is why we say these things. And this is God interfacing, I believe, into the reality so that we can actually remember, so that we can get out of the game and then get to heaven, because God really wants that. You see what I'm saying? So I believe that the Bible is a black box, all right, on a plane, okay? But we've never landed the plane. So God gave it to us to remember, to then go ahead and recite the words of the book, remember the words of the book, put the words on your heart, remember all this stuff, right? So that you can land the plane and not have to pay so much to live, because that wouldn't make any sense. You see what I'm saying? That would mean that we aren't smart. No one is smart, because I guess the word smart, you can't. So we're just gods taxing ourselves, like Sam, like Uncle Sam, and Art, SM Art, right? So it's like, well, no one is smart until you can actually do that. Get yourself out of the pickle of actually figuring out the riddle, so that we can actually get out of this looping cycle of paying taxes and dying, and then not having enough money and not knowing where you're going next, because no one really does. Only extremely experienced players in this game can probably know that, and it's according unto your works. But I was just looking at no chords. You can't have chords, which is that's what that is also saying, according unto your works. You can't have chords. So look, looking at the Statue of Liberty, and right now we have microscopes that can zoom 1,000%, so you can see fractals and images, and it just keeps going on, going and going. So the feet of the Statue of Liberty, which is impressive for that time, for them, these are the gods that completed that cycle and then left this realm, went to another one that's better than this, you see? And this is what we're supposed to do. And the United States has the Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., all of these things, right? And if you look at the aerial view, it looks like a motherboard, like a computer. If you look at the motherboard in a computer, it looks like a city, okay? And you can also see that it looks like the pyramidal structures in Africa, which is Egypt, which a lot of us did not know, which is retarded. But I digress from that. Now, the feet, I just realized, because there's chains on the feet of the Statue of Liberty. They said that it was like a goldish color, like bronze or brass, right? I believe that it was, for some reason, I believe that it was always that color. I think that it's all trivia. This was our job to do. But we are actually just going to work every day and coming home because of fools, just straight up fools. I believe that the feet, now that we have 1,000, 3,000% zoom on our microscopes and cameras, we can actually see that the feet, the way that they're scrunched up like that on the Statue of Liberty, they look like inside of the iris of your eyeball. Okay? So if you look at the iris inside of the eyeball, it looks like fingers or feet. But there's hidden messages in it. We're finding out that the real blue eye, people that have the real blue eye, are black women, which is crazy. But it's black women that have the blue eye. So what is it saying? Maybe it's saying, because if you look at the feet, it looks like an eye. Okay? Looks like an eye. So, all right. So look, is it saying, oh well, your the feet once you? Is it saying, well, no, it hasn't happened yet, but this is us predicting the future? You see what I'm saying? Like from that time, from when they sent it over, right? Which that's not the original Statue of Liberty. The original was a black woman, and she's holding her left arm up, not her right, right? But whatever. I believe that that's a sister. So that's a sister, and it looks like a C. Now, if you get the other sister, and it's a right, but she has to be the real one, okay? Because if you get a person that doesn't have a real right arm, then that is a fake right arm, which thus would mean just like the Secret Service agent that was walking with the president. There's articles about it, and they showed it on the news. The Secret Service agent did not have a right arm. It was a fake arm, and you can clearly see it in the picture when he was walking by the president of the United States. I take it very personal because it's a part of my body in the United States. Because it's a part of it's a member. Okay, they said the body of Christ and everything like that, so it's a member. So I'm a patriot, or the real one. Now look, the feet, because I saw it myself in a vision. I saw, oh, people were trying to take pieces of my members, my body, trying to steal them. And what they stole was, well, they were from somewhere else, right? So they stole it thinking that, oh, now I'm good. But it's like, but they were running really fast, like Speedy Gonzalez. Remember Speedy Gonzalez? And by the way, it's a mouse. Okay, it's a rat. So look, check it out. They were running so fast, but every time I thought fast, they were running. And I was like, wait. But you need a brain. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to need a brain because you can't run, take my stuff, and then we're not from the same place. You're going to, it might go to your feet, like my eyes and my brain. You know what I'm saying? It might go to your feet. And then, you know, like my right arm's connected to my, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's not going to work, right? So they were running off. I think that is what the Statue of Liberty is saying. It's like, it's chains on it. So you're not, and it's very impressive that they saw that from that time. Also very impressive that Nostradamus saw all of that. And I think, you know, they were like, oh yeah, it's quadrants, which is crazy. Quadrants. And I think that's why he was, if you read it, you can see, you know, when you're reading something, you can clearly hear whatever they're saying in the words. You know what I'm saying? Their emotions, right? I can, anyway. And it's like, what the hell are they doing now? So they're gonna go and do that. And I had a doctor. His name was Ryan Hister. This is the Hister that they're talking about. So it really was Hister, not Hitler. Had nothing to do with Hitler. The problem was the goddamn Hister guy. And this Dr. Ryan Hister in Portsmouth, Virginia, did not cauterize my arteries when I got a tonsillectomy. And I don't know. I'll have to go back and check Nostradamus out again. But I know that they were like, Jesus Christ. And that was way back then, for real. Okay? So it's like, wow. So we have to sit and go through this. We're like in detention, I think, the whole time. It'll be like a day to God and all that. But we just keep on waking up and going to sleep every day, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You're not going to get them until we all come together right now over me. And nobody will. And it's all connected. The songs are connected. The movies are connected. Everything's connected. Schenectady. Whatever the case, it's all connected. And so, yes, those eyes, the feet, are a black woman's eyes. And I think that I'm the black woman. So we've been under attack. I think that until this case is solved, of course, no one can get to heaven, because clearly there ain't no heaven, because you didn't make one. Just like it's a music box or whatever. In the Bible, it even confirms, like, to the chief musician of this, this is a musician. So we're in a music box and can't unfold it and then stand on it and make it solid. Like a Rubik's Cube. And then they're just flying every day, thinking that they're really flying, but nobody's going anywhere until you see, we're getting cars and drive every day, but that ain't no car. Until it's a car, and it ain't one. So it's just like air. You're just driving around in air. Car. Because you didn't care, clearly. And those car companies wouldn't be real. None of it is real. We're still riding around in horse and carriage. Yeah, or seed. Or our seed. The time seeds. And carry age, and marry age. Now, why would I want to marry old? Or whatever the case. Yeah, if you look at the eyes, you can see it. I would really need somebody to check that out. Look at the eye. Look at the toes, and then find the new videos of the iris. Ah, 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 ah. Found you. So that's the IRS. So your feet are the IRS. Not the eyes. You ain't supposed to see shit. Especially if you see. That's just parasite. And you don't ever. So then all these big worms. And all these worms. And then worms. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're so cheap. So, it's just food for thought. I hope it makes sense. Please take something of it and make it make sense. Amen.